Hey there. So I don't normally stream on Sundays, but yeah, I figured why not? I'm working on a little building, just having some fun. So anyway, welcome to my creative process. So I was building little houses here and there on my walks. I would find some spots and I'd be like, oh, this would be cool to do a little house. So I'm just building small. I'm not gonna build anything server breaking. Just want it to be, like somebody comes up on it and goes, "Oh, that's cute." Where'd this come from? And it gives me teleport points because I'm putting my little teleporters in it. So I found this spot. This is gorgeous. I am. Let's see. What does the game say I am? 8251 approximately. So I put a little bridge. This is the rustic stuff. I love the rustic stuff. It was so nice. Built a little bridge across here. These bridges are delightful. And I was gonna build a few little buildings here. I was thinking about doing an Old West town. I always do an Old West town. I was like, maybe I'll just do like a little like homestead shacks. I was like, oh, this is cool, but for some reason, I don't like that view. It just looks brown and ugly over there. I don't think it is. I don't know why it looks so bad. Let me pull out the old Griffin. Let's give it a little fly over there. Um, so yeah, anyway, I have infinite weight on at the moment so that I can carry everything. And when I was back at my boat, I grabbed the stuff to make 200 stone foundations. Or maybe it was 100. I don't know. So hopefully it's enough for my shack. Yeah, see, this just looks ugly to me. It's not much of a view. I mean, when you get up on it, it's not quite as ugly, but I I don't know. I like a good desert view, and this side just is bleh. I'm trying to think, where am I? I don't think I'm... Yeah, see, like this over here's better-ish. I mean, I looked at this spot very seriously, and I was like, oh, that's nice, but when I look on this side, I'm like, ugh. It just looks all brown and muddy. It's kind of gross. This side, really nice, very beautiful. So yeah, I just kind of walked around, and then I'm like, oh, this is a nice picturesque spot. And I can see the ocean if I want to, but I also don't have to stare at all this ugly brown stuff. So I'm gonna head back over to this spot. Yeah, I mean, so like on Scorched Earth, I built across a bridge. I built an Old West town. And I'm like, yeah, it's fun. But yeah, this spot here, I was like, this is really pretty over here. And see, this I think is a lot prettier because I can look out and see the green. But I don't think I'm going to build a really tall building. I don't know if I shared my... I probably shared my walk buildings. I'll do that real quick and then we can come back here. So... On my walk, I found some really pretty spots, so I'll show you the first one. Outpost 2. And like, I don't really remember this from the Genesis version. So this is my little cabin. This is all vanilla mats. There's no rustic stuff in this one, other than the furnishings, because the rustic stuff looks really cool. So, and then there are, I think, some skins from the DLC on maybe the roof? I think, yeah. So, I mean, it's really quaint inside. I really, really love these quarter stairs because then I don't have to have a giant staircase. So when I build small, which I love to build small and compact, yeah, I can just kind of do that. And yeah, I know, it's so, yeah, I'm looking out at the top of the roof. So let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah, here we go. So I actually based this off of a screenshot from something I had done in Ragnarok on our server. See, I think I have to go way down for these pictures. Sorry. Let's see. I'd done a project. I was just like testing some builds out and, you know, for the future. Built a little village around where we built our giant guild hall. And let's see, I'm trying to find it still. Hard to see with these little tiny pictures. I should have been prepared and like had this ready to go. But I didn't because that would have shown some preparation on my part. We all know how that works. All right, so let's see. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding it. What is this picture of? I think this is my very first Old West town. Yeah, yeah, and that's built mostly with eco stuff. Oh yeah. I love that guy. All right, so let's see. Let me just scroll through these real quick. Oh yeah. Wait. Can you see? We trolled one of our buddies once in his house. We locked it like he had to go away for work on a trip, and we locked him in this tiny little box and did some really evil things to him, which was a ton of fun. Oh yeah, and I like to sneak into people's houses and put up paintings. Um, so I put that over my friend's mantle. He was not as amused as I was. Oh, this one was in my own house. This is a fantastic one. And this is from Ark Survival Ascended. So, yeah, okay. Yep, you can see me torturing my friends. Oh, trolls. Let's see, I'm still trying to find it. All right, goodness. All right, maybe this is not the right idea. Ah, I should probably just give up here. What is this? Oh, yeah. Cute little Old West town we made. I like doing that stuff. Yeah, you can see it. Like, I do the Old West town a lot, but, I will find this. I will find this eventually. It exists. I know it does. I saw it earlier. Oh boy, man alive. I have 900 something screenshots from this game. I think I played it once or twice, really. Oh, it should have been one of my last ones I took too. Oh yeah. I hung that up in somebody's house too. It was right in the middle of the Tiger King thing. Oh yeah, yeah. That was where we locked my buddy in there. We put the nudie outfit on him and fuzzy handcuffs in a toilet. Yep. It's rough being my friend. I'll just say that. We do such evil things to each other. Yeah. All right. I am not, for some reason I'm not finding it. But yeah, it didn't translate over quite right when I tried to do. That's close. That's the area. That's not the house per se, but that was one of them. So I was testing out different builds, so that was the inside of my house. Experimental builds. You can see I experiment a lot. Oh yeah, my castle. I forgot about that. That was fun. Let's see. Come here. Oh. Oh, I miss Eco stuff. Eco had such great stuff. Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that was a fun one too. Also Eco stuff. I love that map. I cannot wait. I think it's not due out until like 2026. Oh my goodness, too much stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not finding Ragnarok for some reason. Okay. Well, all right. Let me give up on this. Anyway, so it didn't translate right, but I had some fun with it and I made it work. Anyway. So I really like these small builds. So like I've got this little basement down here. I've got the CS power generator. Cyber Structures Plus, I think is what it's called, or something is one of those mods I'm using. Because it doesn't make any noise. And you can adjust the amount of noise anything makes. For some reason, these lanterns weren't working right when I was changing the sound on them. Some of my other ones have, but these weren't. And also because it's a little rustic cabin in the woods. You know how they always have little bear sculptures? So I took my bear and used a taxidermy tool and put that down here. So just a nice, cute little basement. Let me come up and out and we'll take a look. I mean, I'm not the best builder. I've seen plenty of better builds than mine, but I have fun with it. If you're not a good builder, just experiment. You can have fun. Oh, I did use a couple of things that were from the rustic. These here. Because they just look so nice. I mean, it has just sort of like a little nice touch to it. But most of the structures aren't. Most of the structures are vanilla stuff. Let's see. It's not the best view of it. But, I mean, I kind of wish it had turned out a little bit better, like, more like what I had had on the other Ark, but I'm not displeased with it. Kind of had to finagle things and just test some stuff out. So, I went with the Adobe for the roof because I thought it just kind of looked the nicest. And the rustic well complemented it. But yeah, I mean, I had some fun. Because I wanted a little bit of a space here too. Things look a little weird with how I got some of these outlines, and I did not carry it up to the floor above. But these are not windows. They're actually doors, and then there's quarter walls overlaid. And that's because I like the height and the shape better than the actual window walls. Those are very different. I mean, you can't really see out of them, which is a shame. I mean, other than the treetops. But look at this view. This spot is so beautiful. I couldn't not put something here. So where I am on the map is 5852. Just look at how gorgeous this spot is. And I put up again another one of those little rustic bridges, and do I have... Yeah, I got this guy on my shoulder, so if I drop, I'm not gonna kill myself. Wait, he does... Yeah, he does have parachute mode on. Good. So, if I come this way, there's just some really beautiful stuff. So let me jump down by the waterfall. I do have to be careful. I did see a rock golem down here. Swoop. But yeah, I mean, thanks to cryopods and like the Pokeball mods, yeah, that's a rock golem. That's gonna hurt. Ooh. Ah! This isn't gonna hurt. Over here is also fantastically beautiful. The rock golems are the main problem, but oh my goodness, look at this view. You can see the ocean and the desert doesn't look brown and ugly like in that other spot. And then my buddy, he took and built over in another spot, not too far from here, which I didn't realize he was there. But it's a gorgeous spot. He wanted to see if he could build a waterfall into his house, and he did. And it looks pretty cool. But I mean, just look how pretty all of this is. Any of this would be a great spot to build. They did such a good job with this map. Yeah, you can kind of make out over there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I'll show you the other one. Again, like I said, I'm not the best builder, but I have fun. You know, and that's the thing. You got to start somewhere and, you know, figure... Oops. I'm very thirsty. Figure out what you like and what you can do and just keep improving. Keep getting creative and finding new things. Alright, let's see. Post 3. I like to look at up real buildings and then just kind of go from there. So, oh yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that there. I thought I pulled that off the wall. You know what? It's fine for now. Anyway, so this one is done with the rustic mod primarily. It's a little dark in here now. Let me see if I can get these turned on. They like to auto turn off. But I've got the fireplace in here. Again, I like the bear. I figured it looks so nice. I've got the couch. This is a rustic piece right here. I threw down some chairs out here. I've got, oh, I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. Oh, okay. Let me just set this door so it opens only inwards. In. Oh, no. Okay, always out then. There we go. Perfect. So now I can get in and out. So I decided to stick my smithy out here. And this is a rustic forge. They're incredible. So yeah, and a little bit of rustic furniture out here. So look at this view. This is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I built a little dock down here. I took some of the summer stuff. Oh, I didn't realize this was sticking out, but I thought I'd just throw a little bit of fishing stuff down here. I ran out of the cement paste, which is why I was like, well, I guess we're just doing all of this in the, I think this is the Frontier skin right here. And it's all made out of stone. I did some of the steampunk furnishings. Let's see, let's go upstairs. Again, I love, love, love these stairs. And I just have a little attic bedroom up here, another fireplace, and a desk. This is the rustic smithy. Just lots of little things. These shelves are fantastic. I don't know why shelves aren't. I mean, I know we used to have catwalks, and I kind of used to use them as shelves. I know you could kind of do something with quarter walls, but actual shelves are really, really nice. And then there's lots of lamps and lights and everything. Like I said, they keep getting auto turned off because, yeah, despite me turning that feature off, it still happens. And then over here we've got our little kitchen, right? I think I already showed that. So from the outside, again, I used the rustic stuff, and I got fancy. I did, I think, 1.5 with some of these. But yeah, I had to get kind of creative to get everything to match up just right. As you can see, there's lots of lamps and stuff that won't turn on right now because screw you, game. But yeah. So I set up my little balcony out here. I tried doing something over here and I wasn't really a fan of it. At first I wasn't even going to cover that door, but I went for it. And yeah, I painted everything. It looks black, but it was actually a dark red that the dye happened to be in my inventory. And then I set up some fencing. It's not the best fencing, but I kind of used a lot of the skins and flipped some stuff around, and then I did I think this is a 2x2 door. And so far it's worked. So far it's kept out most of the stuff. But yeah, I have fun, you know, like just playing around with different skins and stuff. And you can see it does clip into the cliff, and I can get out this way if I feel like it, but I do have the gate. And yeah, I just have so much fun. I wasn't even going to put the gate up. I was just going to leave this out and about, but I had some nasty things interrupt me in the middle of my building process, and I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do like a little half measure and put up a tiny little wall to keep stuff out. But I mean, this is a gorgeous view too here. Look at this. Oh yeah, and this is 4146 basically. Just beautiful. Alright, so where's my teleporter? Here it is. Use this, and we'll go back to my temp spot. So yeah. Right, so I've got down a few foundations, and I'm going to see what I can do here. Originally I was going to put the fireplace on this side, but I kind of accidentally put things a little bit too close to the bridge. I guess I can move it over. You know what? I think it'll still look nice like this. So I want to see how the fireplace looks. So this may or may not work. Let's see. I was kind of hoping this would be the same width, but it isn't. So I think... Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping it would be... Oh, but you know what? Let's try this. Let's do... I know it's just going to pull up a wall, but... force I have it. I'm going to search for a door. Okay. I think I can do this one. Let's see how things line up like this. No, I think it's going to need to be a regular. Maybe this would be better over here. It's more in the ground. Oh yeah, actually, because I was going to attempt something else over on this side, so let's go ahead and pick these up. And... I may, like I said, I may just move the bridge over. Is that in the right spot? Nope. So I'm going real small with this one because I think I'm going to put a few of these here and there. Let's see if we can do snapping. Turn off free placement, do full alignment. And let's see, does this look evenish? Alright, I want this pressed up right against the wall. So let's try... Yeah, see that's... Ah, this is unfortunate. I think... Maybe if I... push it partially in the wall? Yeah, because I don't want that hanging out anyway. So let's see here. Let's pick this up. Pick this up. Alright. Let's see how it'll look if I do, say... this, and then we'll go ahead and disable rotation and alignment and all that kind of good stuff. We'll do it the old way where you have to like look and see if everything looks like it's measuring up. Stop doing that. I don't want partial. I just want free placement. I don't want this to look too weird either. Oh, that meshed kind of nicely. That actually worked out better than I thought it would. Alright, so we'll try that. Let's see, I was gonna do like a little window box off on the side, but oops, no, I didn't want that. Oh well, we got an extra campfire. I think I'll do that on a different house. So let's see here. Am I okay with it like this? As a full one, okay, or do I want two halves like I had on the other one? Hard to say. I mean, so I was going to do a porch here, right? But I could technically... end up making this one just a tiny bit bigger than I was originally planning on. I have to pick up this, sadly. Yeah, because I didn't want this to be too huge, but... put this right here. Hmm. What the heck? And your fingers are slightly off. No! I'm low on stone. Alright, well, fortunately for me, there's a ton of stone around here. If I can get up here. Okay. Oh wait, if I do it like this, then I'm gonna end up in trouble anyway. Because it won't be even. I'm gonna guess... This just looks a little too... not quite right. I did want this to be in the middle of the house. If I were to do that, I'd have to go with the rustic roofs again, which I was trying to avoid going with. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it's just not what I wanted. Because they do have the triangle piece that I can't get with vanilla building bits. I could go back to my original small plan here. And do something a little bit different. If I were to go... Let me go one more out. And again, don't feel like you're locked into anything, so feel free to start over as many times as you need or want. Oops. And you didn't see that. Let me go take care of this before it becomes a problem. No. Sorry, Terror Burb. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I kind of wanted this fireplace right in the middle, but I guess technically it doesn't really have to be. So I can kind of play around with this a bit. Let's just test some stuff, see how we feel. Oh, am I out of wood? Alright, let me head back to my main house for a minute. And I apologize, it is full of critters and stuff. Let's see. Stone. I figured foundations tend to be the most expensive pieces. If I pulled like 200 worth, I'd be fine, but clearly I didn't properly pull 200 worth. Yeah, right? Is the ratio good? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. I'll just pull 100 worth. Whoa, wait, what? What am I out of? I'm out of thatch. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well. This may end poorly for me, because I'm pretty sure there's a giga over by there. Okay, look, I started to type giga. Green obelisk. Oh man, Where's that Giga? Oh, good. Whew. Alright, these guys here, I think, just are a ton of wood. And yes, I have insane melee and insane tools. Plus, I think our harvest is times 2? Times 2 or 3. I guess one way to find out is to pick up a beach rock and see how many you get. Times 2. There you go. Still, I have near capped out tools. My sword is also near capped out. Now my rifle is 100% capped out. You cannot get higher than that. Alright, so that should do me. Let me head back. Teleporters. Let's see. We'll do temp. I might have enough on me. I might have to go back home again. We'll see. Alright, so my process is definitely chaotic, if you can't tell. Half the time I have a plan in my head, half the time it's like, well, let's see what sticks. Alright, so let's see. I don't know what kind of windows I want. Let's try... could do 2 in the middle. I don't know if I prefer that or not. I could even do a little porch off the back, too. Might be kind of fun. It would hang out over the abyss, basically. Kind of wanted to do a window box, too. I could probably do it over there. So I don't know. I have to look at this and see if I think this is going to be way too boring once it's built. It might be. I'm really picky about this stuff, if you can't tell. Yeah, I don't like... Oh, see, this is too long. Yeah, nope. Nope for that. Let's fix this. For a small, tiny little cabin, it needs to be much smaller, so... Then I think that means we're going to be pulling this out. And putting that in instead. Again, tiny little cabin. Yeah, that's fine. This can be a window now. Yeah, I'm thinking if I do it like this, I can put a little balcony here, right? And like a porch overhang. Which if I'm going to have to do a porch overhang, this is going to have to be a little bit taller. I don't know if I need to make it half taller or a whole taller. Guess that depends on the type of roof I do here. Say roof. Oops. I'll just build it out of stone and then see what I want later. Let's see here. Yeah, so I think let's do a pillar. Welcome to the chaos. It is my building process. Ah! Ark building. So let's see, what are our options here? So we have flat roof. I don't know if we can get away with this. I mean, no, I would do it higher, but, so I found if I want these to snap correctly, if I can get it to snap to like one of these guys in the direction I want it to be, I can kind of finagle it from there, but it does not appear that it wants to be finagled. Yeah, it's being grumpy. See, I want you on the other side in that direction. Can you go the other side in that direction? I guess really the main question I have, so I'm not leaving it like that, is what kind of skins can I do for this? Can I do something that makes it look like a roof? So if I were to go in and say, pull the frontier stuff. I mean, I guess theoretically I could see that as a roof. Well, let's go ahead and build some. Let's see how it looks here. Oh man, what do I need now? More stone. Alright. This is why I have my axe on me and not my chainsaw. So I can come and get any of these anytime I need them. I'm gonna leave the trees for decoration, but I do not care about the stones. It's a rare thing for me to go, oh no, not my decorative stones! I have torn down entire large structures because someone broke a tree and I didn't want to lose my trees. Let me see how this looks. So, one of the first things I learned from watching different Ark builders to get tips was you don't have to just leave a building piece the way it was intended to go. Flip it around. Have some fun with it. So let's go ahead and try the ramps again. So just kind of want to look and see how the outline looks. Alright. Oh wait, I just realized that's off. Right, because quarter walls. Okay. Snap, please. Snap, please. Snap. Alright. And... we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. You see, I kind of want this in the middle now, which means I'm going to have to get really, really funky with this. So let's pick this up. Do like how that is, though. I do like that. Pick that up. Pick this up. I was so happy when they added, like, these quarter walls and stuff into the base game. Because before, you know, in the old Survival Evolved, I was definitely using a lot of eco stuff to make it work. But Eco is making her own game. Has her own company, and that is wonderful. Oh wait, I think I actually used this door? I don't think it was on purpose. No, maybe I didn't. You know what, let's go ahead and place this and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so we need to make sure, yep, we're still on free place. Okay. You gotta be careful too, because sometimes your angle may look like it's one thing, but it's actually another. When you get up a little bit closer. So let's see here. All is not always as it seems. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I'm off a bit. I was worried about that. So let's get this. Try getting this lined up. That is bad on this side now. Alright, we will get this working. We will get it right. So I think I'm looking at the bottom too much. I might need to just look at the top. Top bit right there. I mean, yeah, I need both, I think, but let's see, right there. That angle is off. Let's see if we can fix our angle. Still just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit off. Let's see, how does it look on this side? It looks okay. I mean, sometimes you just have to give up and be okay with it. So, I'm just cheating this in for fun. Alright, so this is the best thing about this mod too. Hear how loud this thing is? Come in here. Settings. You can just hear a nice crackle. So, let's go ahead and make some more of these bad boys. Let's come outside and take a look again. Okay. I mean, the only thing I don't like is that my foundations now are kind of like sticking out a little bit further than my fireplace does. I almost feel like I need to make more foundations, quarter foundations, to put along the side of the house just so it feels more natural. But for now, we're gonna leave it, and we're gonna see how everything looks when we're done. So we need way more of these guys. And I want to see too, I might not feel good about how I have those once I get everything down. Maybe just a little bit too much. Because there is such a thing as too much too. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some sloped walls. I also like the skins a lot too. Because that means I can build with a tough material. Oh, no. Well, this is a problem. I wanted that fireplace to stick out a little. Once I put the roof on, that's barely going to be sticking out. So... I might not be able to do this the way I wanted to. Alright, well... yeah, that doesn't feel pronounced enough for me. I should have a structure gun in here somewhere, unless I dumped it off. No, what is it called? CS... yeah, I dumped it off. Okay. Get my multi-tool here. There's a reason for this bad boy, because I can come up to structures and do pickup, and then I don't have to do anything weird to pick up stuff that's a little bit too high up for me. Why is it not picking it up? Why is it not working? Of course. Well, I don't know why it's not picking it up, but I think I'm just gonna have to be a cheater face and hey, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, that's just a little too tall, so I might have to scrap my plans there for my little deck. Well, that's okay. We'll figure something else out. I could do a flat one. I don't like the flat ones quite as much, but they do work. Alright, so let's try this then. Like I said, this was going to be me and my creative process here. It's terrifying, I know. Let's see. Alright, so... there we go. That's what I want. So I always think when you do these ceiling tiles, turning it inside out and getting a little bit of that wood structure on the outside just ends up looking really, really nice. There we go. That little bit of wood right there, just that looks so, so good. Alright, so let's get this going. I'm gonna need more than that of these, but that's alright. Alright. And because, no, that looks terrible. Let's see, cosmetics. I think I want the frontier skin. It's just the nicest rustic looking roof, I think. Okay. Well, here's where things get complicated. Oh yeah, I can do it from the inside. Wah, 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 wah. There we go. That's better. So, just a tiny little cabin so far. Let's get some doors and stuff like that. Let's make a door. I'm gonna throw it here for a sec. So if I decide I want the skin, I can do the skin. Does look nice. And that looks nice too, but that looks more rustic, I think. Okay, so let's see. We got these guys here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my railing down. And then I need one more ramp, which is good. I accidentally made too many. And something I usually do, I'm not going to do it on this because it's not pronounced enough. I hate seeing that gap, so I usually use slopes to fill in that gap. But here, it's not too bad. Probably should have moved this over here to where it's flatter. This would have been a much better spot to put this house than right there. And I may do that when I'm done with this, but for now... And see, this is just a super duper simple one. Usually I've got all sorts of embellishments and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that with this one, so... Let's see here what we got. I don't think... Yeah, so... Yeah, that's, you're not walking out a door with that height. That's just not gonna work right there. I'm not gonna get under that, so... We're gonna have to go flat and do ceilings. I hate doing that, but it is what it is. Let's do... What am I missing? I keep forgetting I can't pull. I don't have any boxes. Again, that's another CS thing, is being able to pull. If I go way over here, I can get some trees and they'll come back. No problems. Wait, was it? It was wood, right? That I was missing? Yeah. I know I made one extra by accident, but yeah. Worst case, I pulled a gotcha over. Any structures that I didn't mean to have just get fed to the gotcha. Or get put in a box for my next build project. Alright, we gotta figure out something for here. So let's see what a flat... Wait, did I make quarter? I thought I made full. Well, that might not be too bad. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to get rid of the pillars. How would a couple of quarter ceilings look hanging out over this? And then grab my pillars. Now, obviously, if you're playing on a PvP server, you're gonna have your own challenges. I don't have a sloth on me? What the heck? I usually have a sloth on me and then I can stand on its back and get up on the roof. This is the smallest animal I have is a giga that I can stand on its back. I guess we can do this. Let's come here. And whee. Hopefully this looks okay when I do it. I mean, obviously it's not gonna match the roof perfectly. We can also check our other options too. It does look a little strange, really. So, unfortunate. Well, let's check some of our other cosmetic options. I don't think this is going to be right. I think this is going to be much, much worse. Oh, yeah. No. Oops. That was not what I wanted. What did I do? Oh, that was what I wanted. What am I talking about? I still... I'm not happy about it. Because it just looks odd. I really wish there was like a good roof tile. And it was a quarter roof. One of the things I do like about the rustic is they think about stuff like that. They did make quarters. Okay. This way I can still do a bit of pillaring. I like the pillar. I like the look of the pillars. Let's see here. And alright, let's see if I can get that. Does that look okay? I think the wood is a problem to me, but I think anything else would look worse. I might actually use like proper wood. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell. I'm gonna need to make it daytime here soon so we can look, see how things look. But let's go ahead and turn these into wood pillars and see if that looks better. Let's see. I have skins that I think are rustic skins, but I don't know that they actually work. Yeah. Cosmetic rustic. And see, this is not the texture I want either. No. No, I don't think I like these in wood. And I don't even know that I like these middle pillars here. And I definitely don't like that overhang in the wood either. Let's go ahead and change the time of day. Bingo. Alright, and yeah, that's problematic. I don't like how that looks. Alright, so I don't think I'm just gonna remove the skin. I think I'm gonna remove the structure itself. I mean, sometimes I can finagle it a bit. Let's see. Pull the skins off. I mean, I think it needs the pillars at least on the end. Although the wood did look better than that, yeah. Ugh. I feel like this is just kind of ruining a pretty cute little house. So maybe I'll pull the whole section off. I feel like it needs to be covered, but I don't like the cover. At least not this. I wonder. Yeah, see, it's unfortunate with the chimney it wasn't just a little bit taller. I mean, this is cute. It's not as fancy as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be like super duper fancy, but it's, I mean, it's livable. Oh. You know. No, had it been one wider, I could have done something, but... Or if I had built anything in the rustic. Yeah, see, I'm not super happy with it. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it needs something. Well, definitely it's going to need some shutters, so we need some doors here. Door. These actually make for nice little shutters, but I'm not sure they'll work properly. Got a little bit of metal on me, plus I know there's metal close by. So we're gonna try it. These look excellent as shutters. They are rustic, they're not your normal stuff, but... Oops! Oh, where did that go? I don't know where that went. I don't know if I like these with this. Out only. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan. I'll be honest. Like, this place has been like one disappointment after another, really, for me. I still don't know where that one door went. Where did it go? It snapped somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, whoops. I feel like shutters add something really nice to these little tiny houses. I mean, if you never close them, they just kind of look a little bit better, in my opinion. Ah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this needs something desperately. I kind of don't like how this foundation runs into that there. It's not a pretty profile. The only thing I could really think to do would be... Let's see here. Let's give this a shot. This might be interesting. Oh, here's a kitten. Oh, hi there! Sorry, guys. I just now looked at chat. I'm totally, like, focused on build mode. It's, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and give this a shot here. See if... I mean, ugh. Something just feels off. Like, I don't normally build this boxy. But it's... yeah, something needs to change. And I don't really know what. Uh-oh. Out of mats again. Time to take my trusty axe. Go bust some stuff up. Wait. Is it not stone? It's not stone. Alright. Yeah, this should be far enough that I can break it and not block the trees from respawning, because they're pretty. Okay. Alright. Go. Should fill my canteen while it's raining. Oh man, I don't know how the weather is where you guys are, but oh man. It rained all day today. Oh yeah, I definitely need to change this railing too. I just realized I left it stone. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Alright. So let's see, I should have some more quarter walls in here. Just do. Come on. There we go. You see, you're not really going to be able to get by on this side. See, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Ah! Ark being Ark. At least it's better than it used to be. I mean, but there's still some times where it's like, okay, perfect, it's lined up, it's all gonna snap the correct direction, and then arcs. And it's like, nah, just kidding, good luck. This is what you wanted, right? No. No, it absolutely isn't. Game is being grumpy. Come on, just place it. I know. I know the game is not happy with me. Ugh. Oh gosh, I think I just keep making it worse. Well, first off, not a fan of these railings. Yeah, I feel like having the wood just kind of breaks everything up here a bit. Because it matches this little bit of wood I'm doing here on the roof. As you can see, I spend way too much time overthinking everything when it comes to these builds. Which is why this is my thought process as I'm building. Just a tiny little shack. Tiny little shack that's for no reason other than I'm going to stick a teleporter in it. And that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like displeased greatly with this. You know what? I mean, it's cute. But it's really not what I wanted. Maybe I should continue this around the back? What do you think? So now it just looks uneven. Oh man, I'm so bad at this building thing because it's like, this is good. No, it's not. It's terrible, and I have to redo everything. Okay, let's pull this up. This is gonna hang out funny, isn't it? I don't want that. Let's see how this looks when I put it down. Maybe better for me to build differently. Let me see if I can slide that under there. No. Sometimes I can get them to stack properly, but this one is gonna be fussy with me. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah. If you got it. Uh-huh. I knew that. Right. Yep. Totally on purpose. Oh, let's see, let's see, let's see. This way. Nope. Yeah, I definitely am gonna need to move this little bridge over. Let me pick up this. So let's go ahead and place these skins on here. And then we'll take a look and see how we feel. If the profile is looking better or not. I like my houses to be cute on the inside and out. I feel like the first way I learned to build in Ark, my houses were cute on the inside but looked terrible on the outside. And I feel like then I went from really nice on the outside but terrible on the inside. I'm thinking. I might have to dip into rustic. I was trying not to, but I might have to. Let's see. They've got... Oh, I need to go get some more metal before I do this. They've got some interesting things. I think I might be able to do something for a porch. I think, you know, I was trying to make this as small as possible, and I may have just gone too small, because I feel like the windows should be taller, and yeah, things should be much different, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. So let's see here. Right, rustic. Let's do a rustic roof. Whoops. Let me try these two. These I noticed do not want to snap correctly for me, ever. Oh. Low on wood again. But I should be able to do, say, like, you see, had I done the roof, this rustic all the way around, which I think just would not look right, there'd be some options for me. Of, like, flat roofs and stuff like that. Like that. That is actually like a textured roof tile. Okay, so it's not this one that has it. Oh, I know what I was looking for. Okay, I need wood for that. I know, I should probably just get way more mats when I'm out, but... have I done anything smart today? No. It just happens, so... Let's give this a shot. Try the rustic stuff here. Rustic wall. So there's some stuff under this that I like a lot. Like I said, I miss the eco stuff. I was a big fan of the eco, but there is some good stuff still in the game that other creators have kind of made up for the loss for. So that's not where I wanted to put that really, but Yeah, see, the real problem with this, because I was like, oh, I could put a bit of a rustic roof, but the problem is I can't do it without having to use this sort of a roof, and that does not go with what I'm building at all. I mean, I could probably paint it a different color. I wish I could just use this over top of it, but I cannot. Because I could do something like... Wait. Let me look at this for a second here. That did give me an idea. Yeah, like, I was thinking something like... Well, now it's not working correctly. But like a little hangout like that over top of it would be nice. I might be able to do something like that with the regular stuff. Wow. See, if it had been, you know, 4 instead of 3, I could have definitely done something like that. But no, I had to insist that it was 3. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I could probably do something weird over here in this middle spot without making it look too strange. I don't know. I think it's just gonna look strange, but I'll give it a shot. Let me see what I can do here. You see that? I think this is just gonna look weird. I can't make that work. No. It was a nice thought, but no, that's not gonna work. Alright, let me go ahead and put this back. Had I been able to do the 1.5, it would have been perfect, but if I'm building a house around a fireplace, that is definitely not gonna work. Oh, right. I'm like, why is this not... Mm-hmm. You see, I feel like I need quarter roof pieces too now. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna stop fiddling with it and just leave it. It's just where my... Well, I might leave the teleporter there. Just like a little starter building, and then I'm gonna build a few more little teeny tiny shacks around here, I think. I mean, I know it's just like a super simple build, but it took me forever to get the way I liked it because I am so darn picky. So, yeah. And does it look okay from the backside? I might actually change that from foundations to ceilings and put that on pillars. That might look a little bit nicer than this bit here that's hanging out over the canyon, and I might move everything over some. But for the most part, I've kind of worked out how I want the building to look. So yeah, so again, I know this one is boring as all get out, but I'll show you the nice ones I've done. These will take these take a lot longer than what I can do in like an hour-long video. So these took me a couple of days to do. Let's see here. There we go. Here's Outpost 2 again. My cute little home. Look at that. Oh, it's so cozy. I love how cozy it is. Whee! The rock golem's down here. Alright. Outpost 3. And Outpost 1 is boring. I just kind of stole that from somebody else. But I was planning on doing tiny little shacks. I love this place. The rustic stuff. Again, you can see up there that I did that little corner piece. And thanks to their roofs, I could do something really nice. Don't know why Ark never put in a piece like that. They really should have. And then, let's see. This I stole and modified for myself. And there's so many messy things around here because I'm breeding animals. Alright. So, yeah, that one I never even bothered to decorate. Oh yeah, and here's my raft. I get way too carried away building, but it's one of my favorite things to do in Ark. I mean, especially if you played as many hours of Ark as I have. I needed something different. I couldn't just go with normal. And I'm pretty sure other than these gorgeous little, I don't know what you call them, bits of wood for the archways, those are rustic. Everything else in this is vanilla and just skins. Because I prefer, if I can, to keep my buildings very vanilla. I think it adds something nice to it. Let's see. Let's go in. So I feel like I need... Oh yeah, the greenhouse is definitely not vanilla. Because, I mean, why would you build a vanilla greenhouse when this exists and you're going for a sort of a gothic steampunk sort of style? Yeah, this is all stuff that's in the game, and I cannot bring myself to build just a plain box anymore. I used to build box rafts, but I can't do it. I have to have something. This is like super cozy too. And it's built on a motorboat. So, yeah, my little mobile home goes where I want it to. But again, I take forever to build. And it's actually not bad to drive, really. Let's see. I mean, I can drive it technically in third person, thanks to these gate doorways, but it is way easier to drive this bad boy in first person. Oh yeah, it's not on, which is fine. And you can see this is the CS stuff here. Look at how small that tech replicator is. It's amazing. This bad boy, I turned the sound down off on it and the lights that it produces. And this is a multi-forge, rustic forge. It is basically an industrial forge, but CS's industrial forge is teeny tiny too. Look at the cooking pot, grill, all small. Absolutely perfect. Quiet as quiet can be. The only thing you hear is my lights, really. So, let's see. Who's that there? Oh, ha ha ha. Oh, that's sticking out through the wall a little bit. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, I wanted something fun. Oh yeah. He's got a fishing hat. My friend brought him over with a fishing hat on him, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, just have fun. Try things. I mean, the worst case scenario is you hate it and you take it apart, but you at least have a better idea of what to do and what not to do for next time. So, I hope you enjoyed me and my weird creative process trying to figure shit out. So, anyway, thanks for watching.